Now, last year, I did stats videos for every week, and the week to me is after 7 days. See, it's funny because I've been watching TSN Sportsnet, and they're like, hey, so week 2 of the NHL. They were saying this on Monday, and I'm like, okay, so I guess the start of the work week. But to me, the schedule starts on a Wednesday. So Tuesday's the end of week 1 in the NHL. And we've got some interesting storylines from the end of week 1. I'm not going to do these every week all year like I did last year. I'm probably going to do them every other week, and I'll do some other fun stuff on Wednesdays as well. Your points leaders right now. Mika Zibanejad in 2 games has 4 goals and 4 assists. Most Rangers fans will tell you that. I think that's part of their greeting right now. McDavid, 2 goals and 6 assists for 8 points in 3 games for him. Mantha, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points in 3 games for him. And Leon Draisaitl, a goal and 6 assists, 7 points in 3 games. So your top 4 are all on pace for about 200 points. So it's probably not going to work out that way. Or 160, 180. Yeah, it's probably not going to work out that way. We're probably going to see those numbers come down. Goals leaders. James Neal right now is your Rocket Richard leader with 6. Mantha and Matthews with 5. Ovechkin's decided to play it cool and not get goals right away. He's only got 1 right now. He's just, playing it cool until later, I guess. Penalty minutes leader is Lucic with 26. And, Flames supporters and commentators will tell you that as great as James Neal has been for Edmonton, he wasn't going to do that in Calgary. And Lucic has added something to this team that they needed. We'll see how that turns out. Power play goals. Neal leads the way NHL-wide with 4. Olofsson has 3. Game-winning goals. Neal leads there as well with 2. So very, very good start for James Neal, and I can't overstate it. Your wins leader in the NHL is John Gibson with 3. Who's faced the most shots? David Riddick with 105. John Gibson's next with 101. Save percentage leader is Gibson at 970. Who's had the most losses? That'd be Martin Jones with 3. And these are regulation losses. So 3 regulation losses for Jones. Teams goals per game. So which teams have got off to amazing starts? The Rangers have scored 5 goals per game. All of them by Zibanejad, it would seem. Kidding, of course. Only just barely. Oilers, 4.67. The Oilers are on this board a lot for the right reasons. 4.5 goals per game for the Kings and the Avalanche. 4.33 goals per game for Nashville and Buffalo. And again, those numbers are likely going to come down, but I don't know by how much. Goals against per game, Anaheim, 1. Pretty good start for Gibson. Boston, 1.33. Arizona, 1.5. And Vegas, 2 is Vegas' goals against average per game. Power play percentages. The Rangers and Buffalo are clicking at 60%. That'll probably come down a bit. And the Chicago Blackhawks playing 1 game, clicked at 50% in that game. Penalty killing percentage. Vancouver, Arizona, and Anaheim have all killed every penalty they've faced so far this year. Vegas is at 92.3%. And the Oilers are at 90.9%. That's right, the Oilers are on the board again. Shots per game, Montreal 39, Florida 38.3, and Philly with 38. Shots against per game, so least amount of shots per game. Washington leads there with 25.5, which makes it more concerning that they lose leads and they're not really, that dominant in these games because they're statistically better than the other team. Vancouver 26 and Arizona 27.5. So this is why I say Vancouver hasn't had bad games. They just haven't won them yet. Slow starts. And you have to have played 3 games before it qualifies to me as any kind of a slow start. And I know this is kind of nitpicking, but it's kind of fun to look at because when we look back in the next video, we'll see how many of them have bounced back from the slow start. Jake DeBrusk in Boston, 3 games, no points. Milan Lucic is notable because of the Neal trade. 3 games, no points for him, 26 penalty minutes. Sebastian Aho, 4 games played, 1 goal so far. He's played very well. He just doesn't have the points to show for it. Jamie Benn, 4 games, 1 assist. I telling you, I've wanted more out of Ben for over a year. Klingberg, 4 games, 0 points, and Pavelski, 4 games and 1 assist. So, to put this in perspective, Hudobin has an assist in the 1 game he's played. So, Hudobin's offense is clicking at a better rate than Jamie Benn's or Joe Pavelski's right now. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 3 games, no points for the Oilers. Again, he's playing well. He'll get his points. Eberle, 3 games and no points. Barzal, 3 games and 1 point. I'm starting to wonder with Barzal if he's going to be one of those guys who's a very good player, but we're always left wanting more points. We're always left saying, he could probably score more. And so that's where things seem to be with him. The Sharks are just a black hole right now. Meyer, 4 games, no points. Tomas Hertl, 4 games, no points. LeBanc, 4 games, no points. Erik Karlsson's played 3 games and has 1 assist to show for it, and a lot of frustration and some broken sticks. Stastny in Vegas, 3 games and 0 points. And I know he's been playing on the third line as well, and they see something that causes him to fall to the third line. Ovechkin for the Capitals, 4 games, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. Slow start by his standards. And Kyle Connor with the Jets, 4 games, and he has 1 goal to show for it. And of course, Laine has 1 goal as well, but Laine has 5 assists. So Laine has 6 points in 4 games. He's on pace for 120 points. So yeah, that's where we're at when it comes to slow starts. That's where we're at with statistics for now. And again, I'll have more to report on as weeks go on and some more interesting numbers. But from week 1, it's not a bad week for James Neal and not a bad week for Oiler fans. We'll see what week 2 has in store. Let me know which team you think has underachieved or overachieved in week 1. Which one do you think is going to come back to earth? And which one do you think, they're not starting very well, but they're going to be just fine? Are the Sharks going to be just fine? Or are we looking at a crash for the Sharks this year? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. Just tap it upon this video. And hey, I'm so glad that we're talking about stats for the 2019-2020 season. I'm glad that we're here. And I'm glad that we don't have to worry about any kind of a lockout next summer. So, kudos to optimism. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It means a ton. And I will talk to you again soon.